The roots of conflict: Iran, America, and World War II. To fully grasp the roots of the ongoing conflict between Iran and America, one must journey back to a pivotal era, World War II. During this global confrontation, every nation faced a stark choice: forge an alliance with the ever-expansive British Empire or side with the burgeoning power of Hitler's Germany. While most of the world's nations, including substantial parts of the Islamic world, chose to ally themselves with the British, Iran made a decision that would echo through the annals of history. Under the rule of the king at the time, Iran chose to join hands with Hitler. This decision was strategic, as Germany promised modernization and technology advancements that Iran found appealing. However, this alliance was a decision that the British Empire would neither forget nor forgive. Viewing this alignment as a direct threat, the British swiftly launched an aggressive invasion of Iran. Iran's resolve crumbled under the might of the British military machine, and within days, the Iranian king found himself pleading to maintain his throne. The British, realizing a window of opportunity, agreed to permit the king to keep his position, but with a significant caveat: he had to abdicate in favor of his son, a decision that saw the youthful 22-year-old Reza Shah Pahlavi ascend the throne. Reza Shah Pahlavi quickly became a compliant puppet under British influence, shaping his reign to mirror Western ideologies and lifestyles. Obsessed with Western progress, Reza Shah attempted to transform Iranian society from deep within its cultural fabric. Western attire replaced traditional clothing, and systematic efforts were made to sideline Islamic customs. Reza Shah also aggressively promoted secularism over religion. He banned the hijab, shut down madrasas, and arrested Islamic scholars, replacing such institutions with Western ideologies. Iran even began producing so much alcohol that it became an exporter, ironic for a nation with a Muslim majority. The young king's obsession with westernization extended beyond Iran's borders. In a historic conversation with Saudi Arabia's conservative ruler, King Faisal, Reza Shah exclaimed, "Why are you living the past? You should make Saudi Arabia a liberal country like the West." Though King Faisal resisted, today it is Saudi Arabia that occasionally pushes modernization messages, while Iran has long charted its path independently. In the late 20th century, Iran was a nation undergoing a profound transformation, characterized by the relentless shift from monarchy to a theocratic regime. The relationship between religion and governance in Iran was intensely scrutinized, and the country's trajectory altered dramatically when Ayatollah Khomeini emerged as a formidable opponent to the ruling Shah. Dissatisfaction with the Shah's policies began brewing among the populace, especially when efforts to modernize resulted in alienation from Islamic traditions. The Islamic scholars found a fiery spokesman in Ayatollah Khomeini. His powerful messages resonated deeply within the hearts of the Iranian people and were often disseminated through mosques and schools. Khomeini's impassioned calls for change and resistance against the Shah eventually led to his arrest and subsequent exile from Iran. Settling in Iraq, his ideological ambitions did not wane. Instead, Khomeini capitalized on his exile, recording his revolutionary sermons. These tapes were covertly smuggled across the Iranian borders, fueling a growing rebellion in his homeland. The reverberations of Khomeini's preaching grew as unrest simmered under the opulence and extravagance of the Shah's rule. The excessively lavish event, the Flames of Persia, intended as a revival gesture of the ancient Persian grandeur, disastrously highlighted the widening socio-economic disparities. As the Shah reveled in celebrations, the Iranian public seethed with discontent. Sensing the palpable discontentment of his people, Khomeini intensified his revolutionary rhetoric, portraying the Shah as a tyrant akin to Yazid. His attacks on the monarchy were relentless, and as the regime's grasp weakened, the Shah turned to the West, including his strongest ally, the United States. However, even their assurances could not uphold his slipping power. In a dramatic turn, the Shah eventually fled, leaving power effectively open for Khomeini to seize. Upon Khomeini's triumphant return, an astonishing reception met him, marked by a massive public gathering. It was in this climactic atmosphere that the seeds of a new ideology were sown, one that would shape Iran's future as an Islamic republic. The king never returned to Iran, and after his death, his son declared himself the new Shah. Around the same time, a new leader emerged in neighboring Iraq, Saddam Hussein. Other world leaders feared Khomeini because he repeatedly urged Muslim populations to revolt against their rulers. Prompted by America and Arab leaders, Saddam attacked Khomeini, leading to an 8-year war between Iran and Iraq. Despite global support, Saddam couldn't overthrow Khomeini.